Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your July 2025 reading. I'm Corinne from Sacred Star Tarot, and welcome back if you're a regular, and welcome to my channel if you're new. I'm so glad you're here, and we're going to have a look at your July 2025 reading. And of course, now we've moved into Cancer season, so Cancerian energy is it's the water element, so we're in touch with our emotions. It's very much focused on self-care, self-nurturing, the home. It's a very introspective energy. And interesting, on the 10th of the month, we have the full moon in Capricorn. So the full moon always reveals to us what is unseen. And being in Capricorn, it will be issues or focus on the ways that we're using our drive, our ambition, our work, understanding how that is in balance, helping or hurting us. So we get to see what's going on in our Capricorn energy. Then by the end of the month, we move from the watery sign of Cancer into the fire of Leo. So that passion, that bold energy that comes up with Leo, we'll be all feeling that, and we'll be wanting to be more extroverted probably at that time, putting it out into the world. Now, the other interesting thing this month, there's a lot going on with the planets, lots of planets in retrograde, but Uranus is now moving from Taurus into Gemini. So this is the new 7-year cycle for all of us. So every 7 years we'll start a new cycle. Now it's moving into Gemini. So that'll be a big change. And there's some amazing astrologers on YouTube. So if you're interested, have a look at what that means for you and where maybe the placement of it is in your natal chart, so that you understand what the next 7 years holds. So very full-on interesting month in July from the stars and the sky. But let's look more specifically for you, Sagittarius, for the month of July, and what Spirit wants you to know to help guide you through this month for your greatest evolvement and good. So I've meditated on your energy, and your front and center, your signifier card. So the theme for the month is the Judgment. So getting a judgment on different areas of your life, and we're going to delve deeper into where that judgment is playing out. But the Judgment is a card of rebirth and liberation. And the liberation always comes from understanding something, shifting something, releasing something that has kept us bound, restricted in a situation that hasn't worked for us. So it can be internal or external. So very big transformation happening for you this month. Now, what's led to that transformation coming into the month is the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is our nightmares, our fears, and our anxieties. So it's the analysis, paralysis, it's the fears, the worries. They're often the fears of the future. Now, the interesting part with the understanding with the Nine of Swords is that most of our fears never ever happen. You know, they're in the realm of the mind. They're not in the pentacles. They're not in the physical world. So they're all in our mind and our imagination, which is difficult, but also liberating, because we can liberate ourselves. So I can see you're liberating yourself from the fears and the anxieties that you've been maybe in your mind for a long time, or just more recent coming into the month. So that's a really great transition. Then by the end of the month, you have the Justice in reverse. So this is showing that there's a truth to be revealed or understood, but you're not quite seeing it. You haven't quite got it. But the fact it's come up in reverse, it's sitting there waiting to be shown to you. So maybe that'll come up more in Leo season in August for you. But we're going to clarify your reading to find out where this truth is going to be revealed and what it's to do with. Now, your conscious mind for the month is the 7 of Swords in reverse. So that's really positive. That is you overcoming the internal battles. You know, the way the mind has tricked you, left you feeling like you could be betrayed, maybe betraying yourself. You're really seeing it and releasing it. And that could be part of this judgment. You're getting a judgment on it. I can see how my mind has deceived me, and I'm getting a judgment on it to release it, to be liberated from my fears, from my anxieties. In your subconscious mind, you have so this is deep in the water. What's going on in the subconscious is the Hangman in reverse, so the Hangman upright and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So there's a hesitancy to move forward, and that reluctance to, you'll be trying to work out, why can't I move forward? If you've been trying to move and to, have a change in your life, but you feel like there's some internal barrier to it, there's something going on that's stopping you from really moving forward, planting the seeds that you want to plant, take action on the things that you want to take. You're getting an understanding, where has my Knight of Pentacles the ability to move forward slowly but surely on the projects that I want? Why is that blocked? You'll be understanding it. You'll be getting a judgment on it. Because by Leo season, you're in the Chariot, so you're moving forward. Moving on your path of greatest potential, greatest purpose, leaving old comfort zones behind. The Sphinx represents the unknown. So whenever we make a change and we move, there's always that element of the mysteries of life, not knowing. But the canopy represents your ability to follow the stars, your guidance, your intuition. So this liberation that's happened during the month has now allowed you to be in your chariot, being on your path, liberating yourself from the anxieties, the fears of the past that have held you back moving forward. Great. Okay, now let's ask Spirit for some clarity. So calling upon the Divine, the Holy Spirit, to help me clarify this reading for Sagittarius for the month of July. Help me to clarify this reading for Sagittarius, to bring them what they need to know for their best and their highest good for the month of July. Okay, so can we please get some guidance for the month? Okay, so you have the 7 of Pentacles. So the 7 of Pentacles is always the card of reevaluation. He's looking at what he's put effort, time and energy into, and he's working out what, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is it worth investing? Am I getting a return out of it? The return could be financial, but it could also be through, does it uplift me? Does it inspire me? Does it give me purpose? And the advice from Spirit is to really look at where you are in life, what you're investing into, what's worth it for you. What do you want to continue? Because the 7 is also the decider card. Do I want to continue with this? We reassess. I've come through the 1 to the 7 of planning, organizing, growing something. I've now can look at what I've achieved. Is it returning? Am I satisfied or not? Do I want to continue or do I not? And that's the judgment too, making a judgment on it. If we don't, we can just stay doing something that's just not fulfilling us, that it's not rewarding, it's not returning anything. So it's an important place in the journey. That could be to do with relationships. It's the same with relationships, work, family, hobbies, whatever you're investing your time and your energy into. And the bottom of the deck, you have the Lovers. So exactly, is what you're investing your time and energy into aligned with your soul? Is it purposeful? Does it uplift you? Does it inspire you? Do you love it? Does it give you a love for life? The card of the 7 is we don't have to keep going with things that are not satisfying with us. We have the power to change it. And you're realizing that because you have the Chariot. You're realizing, no, some of these things. So for some of you, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But for some of you, it'll be the reevaluation of looking at, actually, some of these things that I'm doing actually are not giving me anything back. And I'm going to continue on the journey of finding the things that do. I'm going to take control. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience that is so short-lived, and it's my will and my desire that can change my situation. Not being caught in the fears, the anxieties that have held me back. I'm releasing them, liberating myself from them so that I can move forward. And so can we please clarify, Spirit, the Judgment card in reverse? Why haven't Sagittarius been able to see this truth? Okay, Temperance. Let's get another one. There's too many. Can we please clarify this Justice page? Yeah. Okay. So you'll probably find, you're still waiting. You need to get clarity with the page. Something still, a truth that, that you'll be looking for. You want to understand something. Getting a truth on something. And what you have as a support for the month of July is the Ace of Wands. So you will, this is the universe giving you this inspiration. It's like here. There's this new passion. It's the potential of a new desire, inspiration, idea. But it's up to us. We can let that fire fizzle out through our fear, or we can nurture it, release the fear, nurture it, and move forward. And that's what you're getting the Judgment on, which is great. Okay. Are there any other challenges for Sagittarius to help them overcome for the month of July? Okay, you have the 8 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. So this is very practical, and it's really about understanding the 3. Whenever we start something new, we're not that good at it. We start something, we're learning, we're the apprentice, and we need to, go through that teaching process where we don't feel great at first. We're not a master of it yet. But if you can just understand that and not get into perfectionism, if you're wanting to start something new or in fear that you can't do it, that's That's the thing to overcome. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. Because if we stick with something that we love, that's the ultimate, creating what we really, really want. Wow, it's a very clear reading. So I think coming into the month, you're definitely going to be feeling or really seeing the anxieties and the fears and the nightmares that have kept you stuck. So it might not feel quite so good at the beginning of the month, but it's because it's showing you to allow you to be liberated so that you can see it. To get a judgment on it mid-month. So that mid-month judgment could come around this Capricorn, because this really aligns with the Capricorn full moon on the 10th. But you'll be questioning things, looking at what you've created. You'll have a new idea and inspiration to do something different. You're releasing the blocks to moving and taking that path, and you're going for it. Following the path that's more aligned. Okay, so let's see which animal spirit is guiding you through the month of July. Spirit, can we please have there we go. Have the cat and independence. So cats are very highly intuitive. They live really between the magical, the mystical, and the earth. So really tap into your intuition this month. Allow your intuition to guide you, to help you to understand the fears and the anxieties, to help you to release them. Tap into the unseen world, because this is a big inner transformation. It also says you're a natural healer. Use your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. Let's see what the moon has to offer for your reading. What does the moon want to offer and add? Okay, you have adjustments are required. That's right. So that just clarifies your reading, that you're going through a time of adjustment and liberation. So I'm going to call this reading a month of liberation. And it's so that you can make these changes that you want to make to create a life that really feels fulfilling and rewarding and aligned. Beautiful. I'm really excited for you, Sagittarius. So that is your reading for the month. I really hope that's helped you to understand some of the ways that spirit and your soul is helping you through the month in the direction that is for your highest good. If the video's helped, I would really appreciate a like and a subscribe. It helps my channel more than you would know. And have a great month, and I'll see you next time. Bye.